I do not feel sorry for Wendy Williams. Not in the way that everyone else is feeling sorry for her. Let me just put it like that. Whatever Wendy Williams was going through is going through. Now there's about to be a reprieve. The outbreak of interviews that she's been on. And so let's start with the Breakfast Club interview. As soon as they let the audience speak, oh my God, I feel so sorry for Wendy Williams. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened to her. I don't know how she got in this situation. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my gosh. That's what I felt like I heard. And I was so disappointed to hear that because why, as a collective of people, why are we so ready to just feel sorry? And some people, I was crying. What is that going to do for the situation? How is that helping Miss Williams? Like, we're victimized, defeated. I felt excited that she was out. I felt excited that she was sharing. I felt excited that she was doing this interview. I was like, wow. I felt excited that she was sharing. Not only does she sound well, but she's able to speak up for herself, advocate for herself. She had her niece helping her out. Her niece is a news anchor in Florida. Whatever Wendy Williams was going through is going through. Now there's about to be a reprieve, some reprieve, because now she's out there. She's on the Breakfast Club. Wow. She's on Don Lemon. She went to Jason Lee, right? Her voice is being heard. She's getting the word out there. So I was excited. Now, do I feel this is a unfortunate situation? I do. My mindset is like, okay, now what? What do we need to do? What are we going to do as a collective? What's next? Because she's not going to be in this too much longer after this, after we're all hearing what's going on, after we all hear she's not incapacitated. And I know she will not be in this for long. People were saying she's okay. She sounds like the old Wendy Williams. She's this, she's that, right? Do I think she's 100%? No. Now it's an addition to it. It's a little more than that. That's why I feel like she's not 100%. She's like, yeah. Because let me tell you, yeah. Let me tell you. If you were 100%, you wouldn't just keep saying that in that kind of way. It's really hard to say because I studied Wendy for years and really know how she is. It's like she's cognizant of her situation. So she knows that she has to be careful in how she speaks. She knows that she has to have Alex, her niece, by her versus just thinking she's 100% okay and not allowing Alex to come in. Even Wendy used these words, push her along. It's like if Alex see that she's stuck somewhere, Alex will say, yeah, and she'll jump in. She knows how to do it in a way where she's including Wendy. So I just loved to see that combination. I just love to see that collab because it's working. It's working. Again, I didn't feel sorry for Wendy Williams when I saw her in an interview. I felt elated, actually. I just was happy. She was someone I looked up to. Like, I wanted to do radio. I went to school for radio television production. Over the years, I've studied her. I've listened to her. I've interned with Wendy Williams. I've interned for Wendy Williams, and I was able to get that one-on-one with Wendy Williams. And when I say you had to see a master in their art, that was what I was able to witness. So I will forever have respect for her and how she orchestrated her crafts. Listening to Tasha K, and she gave tips on what she would do if she was Alex and Wendy and all like that. She said if Wendy's team, if they were smart, they would still give her a Patreon. When I heard her on The Breakfast Club, I was like, wow, she's sounding like the old Wendy. I'm like, she could still do this. And now, can she do it solo the way she's done it for years? Or maybe with the sidekick? No, no, no. Like Tasha K said, give her a phone and let her talk. Oh my gosh, the things she would say. The things she would say, because she still has it. She's been Wendy Williams forever. She's been doing this forever. So she has that, like when you can't hear when she's on the Breakfast Club, she has that. She just sounded so good on the radio. And I'm specifically talking about the Breakfast Club because that was actually radio. When she was on Jason Lee, on Don Lemon, she was talking on a phone, and she was talking on a regular phone on the Breakfast Club too, but it still came out through radio speakers. So it gave me the sense of her being on the radio again, and it sounded amazing. Not the topic that she had to discuss, but it sounded amazing hearing her voice on the radio. Like, I know y'all Wendy Williams fans and know what I'm talking about. But I agree with Tasha K. I think that she can do this. I think that maybe she can do 10 minutes. Nothing long, not a 4-hour show, not a 2-hour show, maybe not even a 1-hour show. But get her on some Patreon where she's doing 10, 15, maybe 30 minutes. Let her have Alex or someone on there who can, if she's falling off or she's, and I don't know what the correct terms are, so forgive me. But if she's having a good day where she's able to be on track, she's taking her medication and she's like sounds like herself, let her be on the phone. We will listen, we will pay, because all these years since she's been gone, well, the few years she's been gone, so much has come out. And now some of the things she could not say before, now she probably can say, we will be stuck like glue. Okay, we would do that for Wendy. Oh, yes, we would be ready, credit cards out, typing in our numbers, going to get our card because we need to see the 3-digit code on the back. Like, come on. Like, yes, we would do all of that. We would do all of that to hear Wendy Williams. She doesn't even need an intro and an outro, okay? Just give her her phone and let her sit in her small room for now until they get everything together and let her talk. Because what I do know is that she loved what she did. Story time, story time, story time. One time I was at the radio station interning and she was on vacation, maybe for like a week. And I came to the radio station. None of the interns came because she wasn't supposed to be there. They were supposed to do reruns. I came in because I was still scheduled to come in. He didn't really know what to expect, but guess what? Wendy Williams was there. I just remember her in her studio, the microphone, dark, big, huge windows looking out of New York, the big, huge, like beautiful view from New York. I can't remember what floor we was on, maybe 20 something, right? She was just talking to the microphone, looking out the window. And this is when I said, this a lady is the bomb. It probably was therapeutic looking back at all the things that she was going through at the time. That time in radio, she was going through some things too, I'm sure. And maybe it was therapeutic for her. I just had this time to like really witness and observe her and saw that it was like, what do you call it, in a trance. It's not like it's something she did. This was her. It was just a beautiful sight, a beautiful moment. That's when I had a huge new level of respect for Wendy Williams when I saw that. And there was even a moment where I was able to sit on the buttons, and when she would say certain things, engineer would press a certain button and it would be hilarious, sort of what all of the people are doing now when they have their little sound effects. So she had her sound effects, but it was like if she said something sad, you would play the sad music sound effect. If she said something, if she thought the person person was alternative, had an alternative lifestyle. You better press that "how you doing" button. Radio was amazing, and if you know, you know. For those of you who know, you know what I'm talking about. So she was impressed that I knew which button to press, because you had to sit there and listen to what she was saying and be in tune in the story and press the buttons as she was saying something. Like, you had to do all of that. You can tell she was impressed by that. Yeah, so that's the end of my story. The interning at the radio station with Wendy Williams was a time. So I respect this lady and her craft and what she does. Nothing can take that away from me. But for now, maybe this is, again, therapeutic for her to be able to get on for a few minutes. Like someone said, oh, we only saw her, those few moments. Maybe she sounded well then. And maybe you're right, right? And I could be wrong. Maybe she just doesn't need to be anywhere near a phone, radio, microphone, or anything. Maybe not. But from the few interviews I heard, even though she's not 100, she's also not 0. She's not 20. She's not 50. She's still high enough in numbers to be able to maybe live some of her lifestyle that she's accustomed to career wise. Going back to something that I did not like what Tasha K said. She was like, this lady don't owe me nothing. She did nothing for me and I did nothing for her. Excuse you. Excuse you. Excuse you. No, she may not have Tasha K come in and laid out your studio for you, or, told you how to set things up, or tell you how to be a shock jock. Maybe she didn't come in and do those things for you, technically hand in hand, one-on-one, or whatever the case is. No. Okay, I get it. Please give this lady her flowers and her respect, which I feel she did before, but in this one particular episode where she was advocating for Wendy Williams GoFundMe, she was like, I'm just doing this. I don't owe her anything. She doesn't owe me anything. I felt like that was disrespectful. Okay? Because let's be clear, like anybody who's doing any of this celebrity news gossip, who else you want to say that you got it from Howard Stern? Okay. Other than that, and if you're a Black woman saying you got it from Howard Stern and that you didn't get anything from Wendy Williams, stop the cap, as they say. Stop the cap. I didn't like that. Because anybody who's doing it, to Jason Lee, to everybody on the Breakfast Club, mentioned it. A lot of people on YouTube that's shock jocking and celebrity news and saying what they want to say, and what they call outing celebrities and stuff like that. Let's say where it came from in the magnitude that this Black woman did it. I didn't agree with her when she said that Wendy owed her nothing. And maybe she didn't mean it in that way. So I stand corrected if she didn't mean it in that way. In closing, to bring it back full circle, I felt happy about her getting this story out. I don't know if Wendy Williams is 100% older. She may still have dementia. We know there's levels to it. I still believe wholeheartedly that she should be with her family and her loved ones who will take care of her and do the right thing better than a guardian, better than the guardian she has. So that's why I was glad she was able to get this story out. I know that there's going to be some changes. I know that she's going to get the money she needs for the retainer fee. I know it's just going to be a great thing. I just know it. I feel it. And I believe that's where she needs to be, with her family. That being said, I said what I had to say. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time. Peace out.